Cold out there tonight, -1 with a -5 wind chill. I don't know what that is in degrees, boys, but that's Celsius. It's cold one here tonight. I got Wendy's car put away, okay? Took for a drive tonight up to the gas station, put some fuel in it. The gas gauge works. I changed that out. Here it was, the gauge cluster I had in the dash, the gas gauge was gone in it. It wasn't the one that was in the car when I came here. And I bumped into the previous owner the week, and he was telling me the gas gauge worked in it. So I said, oh, yeah, no. So I dug out the old gauge cluster, and yep, the gas gauge works in it. I loves me Tim's. When I got her put away, she's up in storage. I got the wiring straightened away in it. Got dash lights. It's a simple knob on the dash, the lever. There's corrosion in it, and it wasn't making connection. And then there's wiring. What else was it? Reverse lights, headlights, indicators, all that's working. Brake lines. I replaced brake lines, got all them done. Headlights still running her, but she's put away. She drove nice. She didn't wander over the road or not like that. Steering felt good in it, all that type of stuff. But I know for a fact the turning radius sounded us off because she got more turning one way than to do the other. That's where I moved the rack over. But I left all the tie rod ends as they were from the last time. I'll address all that to spring. I want to put new springs in the front of it. And I'm going to address the rack and pinion in it. And I'm just going to finish off a few other things. So she should be good to go next summer. It should be good. But I got it out of my hair now for the rest of the winter. I haven't got to worry about it. I can get everything else here straightened away first. Question of the week. I don't know if there's been much on the go or not. A lot of people have been talking about the bead roller and getting a kick out of how I'm recycling stuff and using rusty steel and stuff like that. That's half the fun of this. You can go out. The price of steel today is crazy too, but you can go out and buy all new steel and have it all right pretty and stuff like that. But I don't know what it is with me. I just enjoy taking old things and just making them usable again. I've always been that way. I enjoy it. It's a bit of entertainment for me, especially when it makes it harder because you can just go out and say, I can buy this piece and I can buy that piece and then put it together and it's done. How can I make that piece, right? So that's the fun part of that. I got a lot more to go over on that, and there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up on that bead roller. So I'm trying to keep them short. I don't want to have them too long, the videos itself, because it can get carried away. And probably at the end of it, when it gets it all done, I'll conglomerate them all into one video so that all the modifications are in one video. But it's something I've always wanted to have, something I've always wanted to do. It's a very fun project, so we're going to get at that, and I'm going to have a bunch of videos coming on that soon. I got one coming probably tomorrow, I'd say. Could be coming tomorrow. I'm working on it now. A couple of times a week, a few people mention patches. I haven't touched that truck down sometime. She's over there in the corner, poked away. I got her inside. I would like to get back at it to winter. I haven't been at it in a while for the simple fact that I got right involved in the Toyota, and I kind of give myself the ultimatum to say, look, Tony, you've got to finish one project. Now, granted, Patches was a project that I started before the Toyota, but the Toyota, the drag car, was something that I figured that I got to get that done now. I'm not getting any younger because it's going to come a point where all I'm going to be able to do is just drive around in old cars. So, but I'm not going to be able to always drive around in something half quick and crazy is what the Toyota is going to be. So I kind of put that on the back burner, but I'm hoping sometime in the winter probably to haul it out of the corner there and probably finish off the firewall section on it and get the doors and everything mounted on it and get them done. It's a fun project, I kind of look forward to getting back at it, but it's one of those things that I got too many projects on the go, and I got other things here to do, namely this, and Ben's wagon will be coming here soon. I got something else to add to the garage first. I got to get it in her, and and when that comes here and I get that straightened away, I'm bringing Ben's car back down, and we'll be getting started on that. I want to send out a special thank you to Bob Maxwell from the Border Bandits. Okay, he contacted me a few weeks ago and asked me would I be interested in these. I'm telling you, these are some light. Set of front runners for Krusty. Greatly appreciate that. It's fantastic. I'm going to put a link to the Border Bandits Facebook page in the description. It's a big history of Canadian drag racing in that. It's quite amazing. And here's some pictures of his cars. He got 3 of them. And they're beautiful cars, Pintos and a Maverick. Amazing stuff. Anyway, Bob, thanks a lot for the tires. Krusty's going to enjoy having these on the front of her. I can guarantee you that. And there's some light. Most of the questions asked on my site are usually the same questions over and over again. A lot of them are, I'm going to try to just, run over them. People ask me, what gas do I run? Simple CO2 gas, okay? You can get mixtures, all that type of stuff. Someone said a while back that they can get the mixtures cheaper than they can the CO2 gas. CO2 gas is the same gas that they use in Pepsi's machines and stuff like that. And, mixing drinks and stuff like that. And you can find local places that carry that stuff. You can get the bottles for that, and you get the attachments for them bottles. And the contracts are smaller and stuff like that. So that's one way of going about it. But all I've ever used is CO2. I never used an argon mix. Years ago, I had it. It cost me more for that bottle than it done for the CO2. And when you're doing metal fabrication, you're grinding all your welds. I think the argon mix is more if you're doing very tedious welds, like where you're going to weld it and leave it. You're not going to get no splatter. It'll gives you a nicer bead, all that type of stuff, but a prettier bead. But for the most part, for doing auto body, sheet metal repairs, much like was on this here, CO2 was everything. For the wire, 023 wire. I never use 030 or 035. I have it here. I find I like the 023 because I can lay it down flatter, less grinding, okay? The 030, you can use it. It's just that you're going to find that you're going to have higher welds. It's going to be a heavier weld, and you're going to have a lot more grinding to do. And that's the simplest part of it, right? A lot of the heavier stuff that I'm doing here, I should be using 030 or 035 on it, but I'm not. I'm just going slower with the 023 wire, building the framework and all that stuff on the bead roller. All that is 023 as well, right? So the wiring, 023, the gas, CO2. Sheet metal. People keep asking about sheet metal. What size of sheet metal do you run? 18 gauge. Everything I got here is 18 gauge. All I ever use is sheeting. I don't mind answering the questions again and again because we get a lot of new people coming here. They ask the same questions. I'll answer them again and again and again. So I may have said this many times before, but I'll say it again for the people that are new here, and that's the size gauge that I use. Why do I use 18 gauge? Because I got a lot of it here, and I've learned from doing auto body years ago. 18 gauge is harder to work with, but I always found I got a better finish in my welds because it held heat better, so it didn't warp up as much. And I found that it gives you room to grind. There's not too many cars out there now that is 18 gauge. Everything is 20, 24, 19 gauge, that type of stuff, right? When you got the 18 gauge, when you're supposed to grind off your welds, you can grind on the 18 gauge into your 24 gauge. That way you don't grind off none of your thinner metal, and you've got some room there for your grinding, right? That's the reason why I do it that way. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this one here. Don't forget to go over and check out Fitzy'sFabrications.com and check out, I got shirts, hats, hoodies, stickers, all over there. So check it out, support the channel. Pop over to my Facebook page at Fitzy's Fabrications over there as well. Over there, there's a great bunch of people, very knowledgeable. They're over there to help you if you got any questions. They're sharing their projects, and there's some cool projects over there, let me tell you. And I find this great. I sit back and I just leave it alone and I watch it, and it's amazing to see how everybody helps each other out, and I enjoy that part of this. To me, it's all about helping someone. Criticizing is not my cup of tea, okay? I'm not one to sit down and criticize this one, that one, and the other one over things that they're doing or how they're doing stuff, okay? The one thing I know about this industry, there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? My way is not the right way, but my way is not the wrong way either, okay? So, I enjoy that part of it. Everybody's very, very respectable over there, okay? And I like that part about it, right? So pop over there, join in, and meet some new people from all around the world. It's amazing, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. I hope the tips were good, and until next time.